Hello everyone, welcome back, and Sailor's here.
Don't worry, this is a blanket, not a straight jacket.
Yeah, and I got her back to do another review. The last one I think me and her both did together was Coco, which was another Pixar movie and is my most popular video with over 900 views. I know I've brought this up before, I'm just like, wow, that was really impressive, but here we go again. If you want this one to be more popular, please watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Well, it's too late. You're already watching it. If you hate it, you contributed to its success, so sorry.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's another Pixar movie. It's their newest film, The Incredibles 2, which is basically the sequel that everyone wanted them to make this sequel for
and
the
so they
past.
said, okay then.
Yeah, after 14 years. And let's just say that it paid off. This was well worth
It was well worth it.
It was well worth the wait. And of course, it's written and directed by Brad Bird. Almost all of the voice actors came back, except for the one that voiced Dash, because that kid is well grown up now. So they got a new kid to voice him. Mm-hmm. And it takes place literally where the last one ended off on, with the Underminer. Mm-hmm. But after that event,
By the way, commercials, a little bit misleading about how the plot is. Just the teensy bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried to avoid most of those trailers. I saw the first two, and I'm like, anime trailers suck. So I'm just gonna stop watching them. Yeah. It's like the people that do anime movies do not know how to market their movies at all.
At all.
Even the Zootopia one was awful.
Yeah.
But
I did like the one Zootopia trailer where it was like Predator, Prey, and it was like the little thing. You know the one I'm talking about where they're on the white screen?
oh
and, like,
yeah,
he trips Judy and then she takes
that
out
one was
her
actually
badge. That one
yeah.
I liked.
The sloth one was good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because it was from the movie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, The Incredibles 2. So basically, it's about when after, like I was saying, after the event with the Underminer, and superheroes aren't like allowed to be out. They're illegal and they're gone into hiding. But this brother and sister want to change that. The Devers, I think that's their last name. And so they think their best idea is
So they go on an endeavor to bring back superheroes.
And so they recruit Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Frozone. And they basically use her for like their few missions to try to see the public to be like, wow, superheroes are good. They are needed. And so they use her as their play. And also there's this mysterious slaver. Slaver, is that it?
But
And he's this mysterious new villain that is supposed to be the main antagonist of the film. So what'd you think of this film?
I thought it was good. I thought it was maybe even better than the first one. More entertaining to watch. That might shock you guys. No hate. I think it was really good because we got to see a full family dynamic. Like the first one heavily focused on Mr. Incredible, and it was good. But I feel like my favorite parts of that movie was when you got to see all of the family, and the rest of the family has a more even screen time in this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mrs. Incredible is the main focus, I think, but it's like more evenly divided. You have a very even divide of everything. And it's like, it doesn't feel forced. It feels like a natural thing. Like, Finding Dory, the beginning of Finding Dory, it felt forced to me. It felt like, oh no, here we go again, going back out to sea on an adventure. That's how Marlon was saying it. And I was like, I kind of feel like that's how the writers were. Here we go again, we're making this again.
What helps is that this film is longer. It's like a 2-hour film, very long for an animated film.
It doesn't feel that long.
No.
I mean, when you get out of it, you're like, I want it to still be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want it to still be going.
One of my biggest praises I could give this film is like after that film ended, it feels like it really took right off. Like some characters that are really minor and all from that last film, like the boyfriend guy.
Yeah, Tony Ryder.
You know his whole name, see? Like, I didn't even... Like, characters like that, some other side characters, like, they are shown more. It's like it really connected the dots really well. I was surprised how close it was, even though they're so
you know
far
what I
apart
did like?
in years.
The introduction scene had like an interrogation of Tony Ryder with Dickinson. That's the Incredibles guy. And that actually references a very old Pixar short where he's having an interrogation with the babysitter from the first movie. And then he wipes her memory. And it's like, it was an old short. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's really good. And the setup of the interrogation looked exactly like that.
I didn't even pick up on that. Wow.
Yeah.
And, that might have been a spoiler. Minor spoilers in this video. But it's been out for a few days, so I'm pretty sure the hardcore ones that want to see it have seen it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a spoiler that's going to ruin the whole movie for you, sorry, mate.
Yeah. And I gotta say, the animation here is just phenomenal. Like, oh my goodness. Like Sayla was pointing out how you could see strands of the hair.
Like, there's this one scene where Mrs. Incredible's in, like, a hotel, and she's wearing a robe, and you can see all the little fibers on the fabric, and, like, you can see all the little strands of hair, and, like, when she's on her motorcycle and her hair blows back, it's very good. Like, I remember I saw this thing, it was talking about the first Incredibles movie, where the very, very hardest thing to animate was Violet's hair because of how long it was. But they weren't even sure they were able to do it, but they were like, let's just try to figure it out, because, you know, her hair, like, being all in her face and then being moved back is, like, a character thing, and it was important. So they said, we have to figure this out. And they did. But, I mean, they've got... they've got it really good this time. It's spot on. Like in the other movie, everybody's hair but Violet's kind of just looked like a block. Like, it was just kind of there. But now it's, like, actually looks like hair. And, like, you can see on Mr. Incredible's shirt all the time. Like, there's never a second when it's, like, flat. It's, like, it looks like you can see the little strands of fabric even better than you can on me right now. Like, the little fuzz.
And what I really liked was, like, everyone had, like, a good part in this film, at least from the family aspect. Like, I really liked Mr. Incredible taking care of the kids and all. I thought that was done.
That was very funny.
That was really done.
At first,
really
thought it was gonna be. He thought it was dumb.
Huh?
I thought you said you thought it was dumb.
Oh yeah, I thought it was stupid at first.
Oh,
because
like in the trailers, I was thinking, this looks stupid, but it was actually really good.
Yeah, they did it really well. Like I said, just avoid marketing from animated movies from now on because they're usually trash.
Yeah.
We now know why that raccoon was on that poster.
Yeah, there's a raccoon on the poster, and we were like,
what's this mean?
What's this mean? But, like, baby Jack fights him, and it's the funniest thing. I don't know what that sound was.
You almost knocked over the board.
Oops, let's not do that again.
Yeah, that could hit us.
Trigger warning. If you have epilepsy...
Oh, yeah.
If you have epilepsy, do not see this in theaters. Wait to get this on DVD.
Or if you have seizures.
Or if you... Yeah, epilepsy...
Because there's this one part...
Seizure,
there's this one part that was hurting...
No, there's many parts.
My eyes.
There's many parts where strobe lights and flashing and, like, is all over the screen. No warning. Just happens. And it can last anywhere between a couple seconds to, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
And, unless you want to, like, always be, like, you know, hiding. I gotta stop doing that. Unless you always want to be, like, hiding from it, trying not to get seizures, maybe don't go see this.
Yeah, my only complaint about the film, I'd say, was the other superheroes. I didn't...
Oh, they were lame.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's this theory, this very popular theory amongst Pixar fans, that the government made supers. But I think this movie kind of disproved that, because Edna was talking about how, this is common for baby supers. And I was thinking, well, how could you know this about baby supers if Jack was one of the, like, if their kids were some of the first baby supers? So, yeah, no. It was kind of awkward, cringy-ish when, like, the girl with the
Void.
blue hair, Void, when she was meeting Mrs. Incredible and she was all fangirly. But I mean, to be honest, if superheroes were real and you were meeting one, you'd probably be like, whoa, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If supers are illegal at the time, how did these new supers get costumes? Like, you're not allowed to be a super, but people are allowed to make costumes for them?
Yeah, and we had a lot to talk about this film, but let's not forget about the short that they showed at the beginning, Bayo. What a weird...
That was so weird!
That was probably one of the weirdest things I think we've ever seen.
At first, I thought, this is one of the best shorts I've ever seen.
It was so sweet.
This is very cute.
Everyone was like,
so
"Aw,"
good.
in the
This
theater.
is the best, and then it happens, and when you see it, you know what I'm going to be talking about.
Something about eating something. This is easily, without doubt, probably the weirdest short I've ever seen for any company. Not just Pixar, just any.
So
Messed up.
weird. Like the whole,
Everyone was like...
the whole short, it turns out, was like a metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean...
I know it was weird, but I mean, if you don't understand the metaphor, I guess you could say it's bad. But, I mean, it was a nice metaphor, I guess, but what a weird way to tell it.
It was a weird... I wasn't expecting it to be metaphorical, so it kind of, like...
Yeah, I thought it was just about a little food thing.
I know.
It made me hungry to eat one,
It
though, so...
was her baby!
Yummy.
It was her baby.
Makes me hungry now. But...
But I mean, it's a nice metaphor because, like, the little dumpling becomes her baby. And it's like, I guess that's how she saw him, as being really fragile.
It wasn't as good, though, as that Piper short in front of Finding Dory. I thought that one was much better.
That was the best short they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie. Best short ever.
Let's not forget...
Sandpipers. That's what the bird's called, Sandpiper. That's why it's called Piper.
Let's not forget Olaf's Frozen Adventure that everyone seemed to hate. Come on, we enjoyed that. That was fun.
It was, like...
20 minutes
20 minutes.
in front of the movie.
I'm sorry. I know we're getting off topic. We're supposed to be talking about The Incredibles, and I'm sorry about that. But what I'm mostly sorry for is it doesn't matter how good your short is. If it's 20 freaking minutes, it's not short anymore, okay? We don't need 5 musical numbers and a little short. You could have... it was so long. It didn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
But at least you got to have Anna and Elsa in new costumes that you could make into dolls and sell. Yay.
Yeah. Disney's
Stop
always...
spending your time in Frozen shorts. You've had 2 of them now. Make the actual Frozen 2, okay? No excuses. If you can make a 20-minute short, that's like, how long's a movie? 2 hours? That's
Usually
like,
animated movies are in the hour 30-minute range, so that's
okay,
probably...
so that's like almost like
a third
of your movie. That's like a third of your movie. And
The
you've
shorts?
done 2 shorts. Those 2 shorts together, over a third of your movie. You've had time to make this, but you didn't have time to make the actual thing.
So back to The Incredibles 2, because we went a little off topic. Yeah, again, I think we've went over everything. The animation was good.
It's really good.
The family dynamic and all was really good.
Oh my gosh, we saw it in
And
IMAX.
It was fantastic.
Let me tell you, this is my first IMAX film I've ever seen.
My second.
The room is giant. I mean, it's insanely big. It is huge. Okay, it's huge. It's so big. And, like, the speakers are everywhere. There's speakers in the back. There's speakers at the side. It is loud, okay? But it's, like, it's cool because it's, like, you can hear everything and it sounds like different things are coming from different directions. That's neat. But what's not neat is when you feel like you need to go get toilet paper and shove it in your ears.
I didn't have to do that.
I did, and my mom did, because it was too loud. It was just too much. You could hear the movie better than you would at a normal theater, even with the toilet paper in your ears. So next time, I'm going to bring some actual earplugs. But the screen was huge. The seats were leather. The chairs reclined.
God, stop.
Okay, the chairs reclined. And it was okay, look, this AMC, it was gorgeous. It was like if a millionaire had their own personal movie theater, it would be that.
Basically.
It was so pretty. Mm-hmm. It was so pretty.
The IMAX sign
it was
gorgeous. Cringe alert, but no, seriously, I thought I should take a picture of me arriving at the theater in front of the poster to mark this historic occasion of being here. And plus, me and Sailor right here in front of this IMAX picture. Of course, we had to do that because it's like her first IMAX, my second, and it looked pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyways, it was like, I'm going to see Jurassic World 2 in there. Doesn't matter how long it takes. It is like the poster child for theaters. It is like a theater grows up with insecurities because it's not as good as that.
It's
theater.
It's like the theater.
That one.
It's like the theater in the ads we see whenever we're watching a movie. Though that pretty one that is completely fake.
It's just like pristine and perfect. I'm like, no theater's this good.
That theater was.
That theater was. The bathrooms clean.
Were they really?
They were clean.
And also, you had to, when you pay for your tickets, you got to pick where you sat.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the movies. Is there anything else we have to say about it?
Oh yeah, I kind of saw it coming.
Oh yeah, who the villain was.
I saw it coming. I didn't completely see it coming.
I saw half of it.
I saw half of it coming.
I was like, I knew it'd be. I'm not even gonna say. And I gotta say, the ending.
How about we do a little spoiler section right now? So the girl, the sister of
Evelyn.
The guy, yeah, she's the villain, and like.
I did not like her.
I did not like her.
She's awful.
She was awful.
Yeah.
And like, okay, like her parents died. Like her dad died because like he was a big endorser of the supers. And he was getting robbed, okay? And this was right after the supers were made illegal, and he tried to call their direct lines, but he couldn't because the government disabled it because the supers were illegal. And so he got shot by some robbers.
Messed up.
But they apparently had a safe room that they could have hidden in, the mom and the dad, and he wouldn't hide in it because he wanted to call his super bros. That was stupid. That was stupid. Hiding your safe room, dumb.
Yeah, like seriously.
That was so stupid.
And what's even more stupid is
look, it showed in the flashback. As soon as he picked up the phone, he turns around and he gets shot. Even if the supers could have come, unless they're teleporters, which they weren't, they wouldn't have been there on time.
Yeah, and for the daughter being hating supers because they didn't save him at all, didn't that idiot know?
All supers because your dad is stupid?
No, like, did she not know that they were already discontinued? Like, supers weren't out anymore? So why would she blame them for the dad's stupid mistake when the dad knew that they weren't active anymore? Like, that's ridiculous.
I wonder if I wrapped it like this, I could make Leia buns.
Okay, we're running out of stuff to say now.
No, wait. And
I did like the end credits.
The credits were really cool. Like when it was
really pretty.
Everyone's name. Void. Like, you know what makes no sense to me? These people were like really incompetent until they were mind controlled by Screenslaver.
Then they were really powerful.
The backup heroes. So
or trash.
Yeah, they were kind of. It was funny because they were like heroes from all over the world. And there was like one superhero girl that had like the Indian like thing, the bindi, and there was a Russian superhero that had like a bear or something and a huge hat. It was funny.
That was hilarious.
But like the backup supers were really incompetent until they were mind controlled, and I was like, so I guess you guys are just bad at what you do. That's why you guys aren't the Incredibles. But the owl guy, what makes no sense to me, it was like, he didn't even really look like a person. He was so pale. He was really freakish looking. He looked like the penguin in that Tim Burton movie.
Oh, if you stick during the credits, they play their theme songs. The Incredible one, Elastigirl and Frozone. Those were hilarious. But
they did?
Yeah.
Aw.
But yeah.
I didn't get to see those. I'm going to have to Google this now.
Yeah, it's funny. And so those are our thoughts on The Incredibles 2 with a bunch of our randomness. So yeah, all that said, and wow, this is a great year for superhero movies. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10, the third one for superheroes. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. We'll see you later. Bye!